Welcome and good afternoon. This is Commish Orr, and today it is time for the Baseball Maelstrom POPs League Season 2 Home Run Derby. So it's the all-star break here in the league, and as I did in Season 1, I am doing a home run derby. This is just my own method that I've devised. You are welcome to try your own method, but I haven't seen anybody else that has put one of these out there. For Payoff Pitch. We're using Payoff Pitch Baseball. And so I know it's a little unique, but it's something that I have fun doing and thought I would give it a try in Season 1, and it worked well. So here I am in Season 2 doing basically the same thing. So a little bit of background. It is the All-Star break. So you will see 4 American League and 4 National League hitters here. They are all seeded according to, well, the only stat that I could really pull from the league is at bats per home run. So I'm doing at bats per home run. I know plate appearances would be a little bit better, but these are basically in order of what they would have been for that too. That's what I have, and we'll talk about the players here or the hitters here in a minute. But just to give you an idea of how this works, I have a home run derby pitcher card that I devised myself that you'll see here. This is Payoff Pitch, as I said. And what we will do is we will roll as we would normally for the pitcher. And any result between 5 and 9 is going to be on the wheelhouse section of the batter's card. And we will use the most favorable home run side of the card. So in Dick Allen's case, it would be his versus left-handed pitcher side to determine if a home run is hit. If it lands on 2 through 4 or 10 through 12, that's a ballpark result. And in that case, we'll look at the ballpark number here, compare it to the ballpark section here. We were playing in 1983 Tiger Stadium, by the way. So we'll compare it to the ballpark card here. If it is a wheelhouse, we will then look at the batter result here and compare it to the wheelhouse to see if a home run was hit. If it is an in-play result, that's going to effectively be an out. If it is anything higher than the home run total here or the home run range here, it'll effectively be an out as well. So that's how the setup will be. In the first round, each batter will see 10 pitches. I know in the real home run derby, they see 40, I think, but they have a 3-minute timer. And just so that this doesn't go on for hours, I'm doing 10 pitches in round 1. And then I'm doing 15 pitches in round 2 and 20 pitches for the championship round per batter. And as you see here, the players have been seeded, as I mentioned. And so in the American League, we have the number 1 seed will be Dick Allen. The number 2 seed will be Frank Thomas. The number 3 seed will be Babe Ruth. And the number 4 seed will be George Brett. In the National League, the number 1 seed will be Willie Stargell. The number 2 seed will be Ralph Kiner. The number 3 seed will be Jeff Bagwell. And the number 4 seed will be Mike Schmidt. So that's the background. That's what we're doing today. It may get a little monotonous hearing me say way back home run, but, you know, we'll roll with it. There's only 10 pitches apiece, and let's see what happens. So let's get started here in round 1. And the first pitch is a wheelhouse, and that's going to be an easy home run for Allen. First home run of the home run derby, way back and out of here. Pitch number 2. Ballpark 50. That's going to be in the wheelhouse, but a 99 is going to be an out for Dick Allen. Way too high. Here's pitch number 3. Wheelhouse 32. That's another home run, way back and out of here. Pitch number 4. Another home run. Allen has 3 home runs in his first 4 pitches here. Pitch number 5. 78. That's going to be another home run. Just barely clears the wall on that one. And 4 home runs in his first 5 pitches here for Allen. Pitch number 6. Ballpark. 35. That's a wheelhouse. And that's going to be another homer. Pitch number 7. And another one. That makes 6 out of 7 here for Allen in the first round. Ballpark. That'll be another one. Wheelhouse, and a wheelhouse of 17 is an easy home run for Allen here. 7 out of 8 for him in round 1. Number 9. And that'll be 8 out of 9. One last pitch here. Let's see if he can make it 9 out of 10. And he does. Dick Allen with a strong showing in round 1 here with 9 homers. So that brings up George Brett. George Brett. We will be using his right-handed pitching side of the card here, which is a 1-71 home run chance in a wheelhouse. Let's see if he has the luck that Allen had in the first round. Pitch number 1 to Brett. And he does. His first pitch he takes deep and out of here. Pitch number 2. And that'll be another one. Wheelhouse 6. That one's way back and out. Pitch number 3. Ballpark. That is a wheelhouse result, but 97. That's not going to make it. So Brett misses his first one here on pitch number 3. And that one's going to be too high of a number 2. So George Brett is already out in round 1. Let's see what he finishes with. Number 5, wheelhouse 62. That'll be another homer. Number 6, double zeros, by the way, on a rare play. I am not considering that a home run. That's too high. We'll treat it as 100 on these rolls. So Brett kind of failing here. He's about 50-50 on the home run shots here. Wheelhouse 89, and that's another one. Another out. A wheelhouse 70, that will be a home run. Ballpark 23, that'll be a wheelhouse. That'll be a home run. And finally, 39, that's a wheelhouse 39, and that'll be a home run. But Brett's going to come up short here, and Dick Allen will advance in round 1 to round 2, the semifinals, as he hits 9 homers to Brett's 6 in round 1. So George Brett eliminated from the home run derby here. Moving on to Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas has a 1-88 chance of a home run here that we'll be looking at. Tiger Stadium does favor left-handed batters a little bit more than right-handed batters, just marginally for home runs. And let's start with the first pitch to Frank Thomas. Wheelhouse, that's an easy one, way back. That is out of here for home run number 1 for Thomas. 56, that'll be another one. Thomas 2 for 2 here. Wheelhouse 26, that'll be yet another. Thomas 3 for 3. That's the best start for a hitter so far. Wheelhouse 55, and another one. Thomas is on fire here. 61, and that'll be another one. 5 for 5. The Big Hurt putting on a big hurting on the pitches here. I don't know that rolled. Wheelhouse 46. That'll be another one. 6 for 6. Thomas trying to beat Allen's 9 home runs in round 1. Ballpark. That is a Wheelhouse. 84 is within range, so that'll be 7 for Thomas. That one just cleared the wall, though. Is he slowing down any? Ballpark 16. That's a Wheelhouse, but 96 is too high, and that'll be the first out here for Thomas on pitch number 8 here. 2 more pitches. Wheelhouse 57, and that'll be another one. That's another home run. That makes 8 for Frank Thomas. And finally, Ballpark 30, 82. That'll be another. So Thomas ties Dick Allen's mark with 9 home runs here in the first round. Let's see if the Babe can match that total. His home run shot is 1/97. Almost guaranteed a home run on any Wheelhouse result. Let's see how he does. And that'll be another one. That'll be the first one here. 1 for 1 for Ruth. Wheelhouse 67. That'll be another one. Number 2. Wheelhouse 37. Number 3. The Babe just hitting him right and left here. Number 4. Remember, Ruth can only miss 1 to advance. Ballpark. Lefty 74. That is a Wheelhouse, though, and that'll be number 5. Barely cleared the wall. May not have been a home run in another stadium, but it is here in Tiger Stadium. Ballpark 93. There it is. The first out for Ruth. He cannot miss again if he wants to advance. Pitch number 7 here to Ruth. Wheelhouse 35. That will be out of here. Home run number 6 for Ruth. And that'll be another one. Home run number 7. Ballpark 94 is too high, and just like that, Babe Ruth has been eliminated. He does get a home run in that last at bat, but he is going to fall 1 short, and Babe Ruth has been eliminated from the Home Run Derby. That means that Frank Thomas will advance to face Dick Allen in the next round, both of whom hit 9 homers in round 1. We head over to the National League, where Willie Stargell is facing off against Mike Schmidt. Pitch number 1 to Willie Stargell, who has a 1/84 chance of a home run. And that will be the first one for Stargell. Pitch number 2 on the way. That's another homer. 2 straight for Stargell. 43, and that will be home run number 3 for Willie Stargell. 50, that'll be another one. 4 for 4. Hot start for Willie Stargell here in round 1. That one will barely be a home run. Didn't look like it was going to carry, but it did. 79, that'll be another one. 6 for 6. Stargell perfect so far. 7 for 7. Mike Schmidt's going to have his work cut out for him here. Ballpark 58, and that will be another one. Number 8 for Stargell. Trying to make a perfect round here in round 1. 9 for 9. The most consecutive home runs here, and Stargell is trying to make it a perfect round. And he does. 83 is barely going to make it. Just clears the wall. And Mike Schmidt will need to be perfect to have any chance of advancing here in this round. Schmidt has a Babe Ruth range. of 1/97 here. So if anybody can match Stargell here, it would be Mike Schmidt. And 9, Wheelhouse 28. That will be 1-for-1 for Schmidt. Still has 9 more to go. 2-for-2 for Schmidt. Number 3, that will be another one. National League putting on some power here, power display. Ballpark 37. The first ballpark shot here, and it is well within the wheelhouse range, which will be home run number 4 for Schmidt. And there's home run number 5. Ballpark 60. That will also be in the wheelhouse. So Schmidt, a couple of ballpark chances here, but he's able to get those over the wall. Ballpark 96, and that is going to be an out. 96, too high of a range. So Stargell is going to advance. Schmidt with 3 pitches left. Ballpark 64, that'll be a home run. 85, that will be a home run. Wheelhouse 85. And finally, ballpark 72 will be too high. So Schmidt finishes with 8 home runs. And he is eliminated here in round 1. Which means Willie Stargell advances. Now we have Ralph Kiner facing off against Jeff Bagwell. Kiner with only a 1-64 home run chance. Let's see how he does. Ballpark 51. That's going to be a good and out of here. 1 home run for Kiner. 52. That'll be another one. Kiner with a strong start here. Number 3. 79, that's too high, and that's going to be the first out for Kiner. 3 homers in his first 4 pitches here. Ballpark 59. That's a wheelhouse, so that will be out of here, though. Still a strong start for Kiner. Wheelhouse 25, that's another one. 5 of 6. Ballpark 81, that's too high. That's a second out here for Kiner. 3 pitches left. Pitch number 8 on the way. Wheelhouse 23, that's 6 homers for Kiner. Wheelhouse 68, that's too high. Not quite. That's to the warning track, but not quite over the wall. Last pitch. Wheelhouse 81, and that's going to be another out. So Kiner only manages 6 homers here in the first round. Which brings up Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell also with a strong home run chance here of 1-96. 1-96. Let's see how Bagwell does here. Pitch number 1 to Bagwell. Ballpark is a wheelhouse. That'll be home run 1 for Bagwell. Bagwell only needs 7 to advance. And that's ballpark or wheelhouse 72. That'll be another one. Ballpark. He's getting a lot of ballpark shots here. And that one's not going to make it. That is Bagwell's first out. And I need to move the alignment over here for this. There we go. So Bagwell has his first out. He only can have, he only needs 5 more homers to advance. Here's pitch number 4. And that one's gone. That's 3 for Bagwell. Ballpark 52, and that'll be another home run. Bagwell 4 for 5. He only needs 3 more to advance. Ballpark 61. That's a wheelhouse 95, is barely in range, just makes it over the wall. One more to Ty Kiner. And there it is. Jeff Bagwell's tied Kiner, and he has 3 more pitches to go. Wheelhouse 65, and he has done it. 7 home runs here for Bagwell in the first round. 2 more pitches to go. That's a wheelhouse 98. That one is an out. 98's just too high. And wheelhouse 82. That'll be a home run. So Bagwell finishes with 8. And he will advance to face Willie Stargell in round 2. So, I'm going to pull these hitters back up here. Kiner was eliminated. And we have, pardon the dog in the background, who is very, very whiny right now. All right. So we are back. Round 2 now, 15 pitches. And there's the roller. All right, so we have 15 pitches in round 2. And we will start here with Dick Allen, of course, who has a 1/84 chance. 9 homers in the first round for him. Same with Frank Thomas. Let's see how he does with 15 pitches here in round 2. Wheelhouse 98, that's too high, and already Allen starts off with an out. Wheelhouse 46, that'll be a home run. So Dick Allen gets back on track here. Number 3, Ballpark 79 is too high, and Allen not having a great second round here, as he has 2 outs of his first 3 pitches. Ballpark 26, that's a wheelhouse 24, that'll be a home run. That's number 2. Wheelhouse 22, that's another one. That's home run number 3. So Allen, 3 of his first 5 pitches here. Ballpark 22, that's a wheelhouse 66 and another one. 4th home run for Allen. Wheelhouse 57, it's home run number 5. Wheelhouse 7, that's home run number 6. 6 of 8. Ballpark, that's in the wheelhouse range, 74, and that is another home run. Allen makes it 7 of 9, so a slow start, but he's gotten into a groove here. Ballpark 58, and that's going to be another home run. 5 more pitches to Allen here. Wheelhouse 91, that is too high, and that's going to be an out. So Dick Allen's 3rd out. Ballpark 64, that's a wheelhouse 86, just short of the wall. 3 more pitches to go. Wheelhouse 64, that'll be a homer. Home run number 9 for Allen. Ballpark 16, that's a wheelhouse 00 though. That's going to be an out. And we have 1 more pitch to go for Dick Allen here in the second round. Ballpark 47 is a wheelhouse, and that will be a home run. So Allen finishes it with a home run, but only 10 homers of 15 pitches. So now Frank Thomas steps to the plate. Thomas with a 1/88 home run chance. He matched Allen in the first round, hoping for better in round 2. Ballpark, well, it's not going to matter. That 99 is going to be way too high. That's 1 out for Thomas. Another slow starter. But there's one. There's a deep one and out of here. Here comes pitch number 3. Wheelhouse 35 and another home run for Thomas. Ballpark 64. That's a wheelhouse, and that's going to be another home run. '97 is going to be too high, even though that was a ballpark result. A wheelhouse 97 is too high, and that's a second out for Frank Thomas here. Pitch number 6. 78 is another home run. Ballpark 59, that's a wheelhouse 45, and that is another home run, 5 of 7 for Frank Thomas. Ballpark, oh, that's way too high. That one barely clears the infield. It's a third out for Thomas. Here comes pitch number 9. It's going to make it close here. Wheelhouse 23, and that's a home run. 10th pitch to Thomas. 82 is another home run. 5 more pitches to go. He needs 4 home runs to advance. And he's going to have 1. Here comes the 12th pitch. And there's another. Just 2 more to go. Wheelhouse 21, and he has tied Dick Allen with 2 more pitches to go. Ballpark. Wheelhouse 20, and that is going to be out of here. Frank Thomas is going to advance. Let's see what he does with the 15th pitch. And that's another homer. So Thomas advances with 12 home runs in round 2. He takes the American League crown for home runs. And Dick Allen is eliminated. So we are on to Willie Stargell. Willie Stargell with a 1-84 home run range. And he will face Jeff Bagwell here in round 2 to determine the National League Home Run Derby rep. Ballpark 84, that's too high, and Stargell not starting out great. It's 1 out already for him. Wheelhouse 45, and he makes up for it here with his first homer. Ballpark 78, another out though. Stargell had 10. He was 10 for 10 in the first round, and he already has 2 outs here in round 2. Ballpark 83, another one. Stargell may have tired after that round 1 outburst. And Wheelhouse 77, there will be a home run. It's his second. 96 is too high. Stargell with 4 outs already here in round 2 out of his first 6 pitches. All right, there's home run number 3. Wheelhouse 40, there's home run number 4. He's on a little bit of a tear here now. Wheelhouse 22, there's number 5. Wheelhouse 54, there's number 6. Stargell with a little bit of a run here. Ballpark 77, that's too high though. There will be an out. Breaks the streak. Here's the 12th pitch. 28 is another homer. 3 more pitches to go. Ballpark 68 is a wheelhouse. Yep, 68 is a wheelhouse 58. That's a homer. It makes 8 for Stargell. Ballpark 59. That's a wheelhouse 87's too high, though. The 6th out for Stargell. And we are down to the last pitch. Ballpark 61. 91's too high. And Stargell ends with just 8 homers in round 2. After a perfect round 1, he stumbles here in round 2. And it'll be all up to Jeff Bagwell here. Bagwell with the 1-96 home run range. Needing just 9 homers of 15 pitches to advance to face Frank Thomas in the finals. And there's his first one. Bagwell getting started right away. Pitch number 2. Ballpark 75, and he's a righty. That's too high. Stargell still has some hope here. Wheelhouse 55. That's a home run, though. And there's another one. 3 out of his first 4 pitches here. 8, Wheelhouse 55. There's another one. Bagwell already halfway there. 72 is just too high. Just at the warning track, that one. Here's pitch number 7. Wheelhouse 6. There'll be another home run. Wheelhouse 48. That'll be another one. 6. Bagwell sees it, just needing 3 more here, and he has plenty of pitches to do it. 99. That is way too high, though. Here's the 10th pitch. Ballpark 86. Another one that's just too high. So Bagwell, 5 pitches left. He needs 3 homers in these 5 pitches to advance. 2 to tie. Ballpark. That's in the wheelhouse range. 62. There will be a home run. That's 7. 1 more to tie. Ballpark 69. Barely a wheelhouse result. And Bagwell ties Willie Stargell here with 3 pitches to go. And there it is. Bagwell seals his advance right there with the 13th pitch. 2 more pitches to go. 83 will be a homer. And that one will not be. So Bagwell finishes with 10 home runs. And we are at the finals here. Frank Thomas facing off against Jeff Bagwell. Willie Stargell eliminated from competition here. And we have just 2 players left. So we are in the final round here, which means each player will get 20 pitches this round. And that will determine our winner. Frank Thomas leading things off here. Thomas already has 21 homers, 9 in round 1, 12 in round 2. Ballpark 84. That's too high. That'll be an out to start things off. Not a way that you wanted to start here. Thomas with the 1 to 88 home run range. There's one, 34. That'll be way back and out of here. And there's another one, number 2. $94 is going to be too high, even though it was a wheelhouse on the ballpark card. Thomas just 2-4-4 here. Here's pitch number 5. Wheelhouse 90, another one that's just at the warning track. Wheelhouse 16, all right, he evens it back out here. Here's pitch number 7. There's another home run. That makes 4 for Frank Thomas. 7-22. There's number 5. Wheelhouse 16. Another one. That's home run number 6. And there's another one. We are halfway through the final round, and Thomas has 7 home runs in his first 10 pitches. Pitch number 11. And there's another home run. He's not slowing down here in the end. Ballpark 38 is a wheelhouse. Another one. That's number 9. And number 10. Thomas with 10 homers in his first 13 pitches here. 7 pitches to go. 57. That'll be another one. Home run number 11. Thomas heating up here after a slow start. Home run number 12. Ballpark 22. Wheelhouse 90 is too high. That'll be another out, though. '91 is another one that's too high. Out number 5. So Thomas kind of slowing down here at the end. 3 more pitches to go. Wheelhouse 35. That'll be another one. Home run number 13. Ballpark. That's 13 is a Wheelhouse 45 and number 14. Last pitch. And there it is. Thomas with 15 home runs in this round. Jeff Bagwell is going to have his work cut out for him here. He needs to have 16 home runs to advance. He does have that large 1-96 home run range, though he only had 10 home runs in round 2. He had 8 in round 1, 10 in round 2, so he didn't have as many home runs in the first 2 rounds. Let's see if he finishes strong here in the finals against Frank Thomas. Move this over here and get this set up. All right. Here's the first pitch. Let's see if he starts off strong. Ballpark. Wheelhouse 94. He barely clears the wall on that one, but it does go over. Wheelhouse 10. That's another one. Strong start here for Bagwell. 95, and that is going to barely clear the wall. But he's a perfect 3 for 3. And that's going to be 4 for 4. Frank Thomas is worrying. Ballpark 35. That's a Wheelhouse 97. Just misses a home run on that one. Frank Thomas giving a little smile there in the dugout as he looks on. But that's number 5 for Bagwell. He's already a third of the way there. Pitch number 7. And there's another one. And 7 home runs in his first 8 pitches. And 8. Nine. There's number 9. He's going to really have to fall apart here in the next 10 pitches. He only needs 6 out of the next 10 pitches to be crowned the Home Run Derby champion. And there's number 10. He can see it. He can see it. Ballpark 10. That's going to be a Wheelhouse 88. Another one. Bagwell with 11 homers. Ballpark 80. That's too high. Just too high. And that's going to be a second out. So 7 pitches left. And he needs 4 home runs to tie in the next 7 pitches. There's one. Way back and out of here. That's 12th home run for Bagwell. Ballpark 88, too high, and that's the 3rd out, making things interesting with just 5 pitches to go. He needs 4 home runs in these next 5 pitches. There will be 1. That's 13 for Bagwell. 92, there will be number 2. 1 more to tie. And there it is. Bagwell has tied Frank Thomas with 2 pitches to go. All he needs is 1 more home run. 10 is ballpark 90. That is going to be an out. And just like that, it's going to come down to the last pitch. Bagwell going to give it all he has on this last pitch. 8, there it is. That is deep and out of here. And Jeff Bagwell has taken the Home Run Derby championship here in Season 2. Topping Frank Thomas 16-15 In home runs in the final round, overall, Thomas had more home runs combined in the 3 rounds, but comes up just short as he tired in this championship round. Jeff Bagwell had 8 homers in the first round, 10 in the second, and 16 in the third. Frank Thomas with 9 home runs, 12 in the second round, 15 in the third. And that concludes the Home Run Derby. The first season, if you go back and watch that video, we had a crazy championship where there was a tie. And when there was a tie, I added 5 more pitches. And there were, I believe, I can't remember how many ties, but the ties kept going. And finally, I believe Stan Musial actually won the Home Run Derby in season 1. So very dramatic. This one was made dramatic there at the end. It looked like Bagwell was going to walk away with it, but he kind of stumbled a little bit at the end, but just held on long enough and hit that home run in the last pitch to take the championship. So Jeff Bagwell, who actually leads the National League in home runs, represents the National League well. This is the second time the National League has won this Home Run Derby. Of course, all it accounts for is bragging rights. The real game will take place later. The All-Star game will also be, you'll also see the video for the All-Star game here in a few days, so be watching for that. If you want to follow this action of the leagues and the projects I have going on, head over to baseballmaelstrom.com. Consider subscribing if you want to make sure to see these videos, and especially if you're interested in seeing that All-Star game play out, be watching for that. So, with all that said, I think that wraps things up for today. I thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And until next time, have a great evening.